Hi folks, the Filipina here, and not too long ago, I made a video called The Relationship Assassins, where I warned you guys that people would probably try to interfere with the relationship between you and your Filipina. Friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, it doesn't matter. Devious plots can be hatched by anyone in order to break you apart. They usually come in the form of rumors and false gossip, designed to make you and your Filipina question each other or make it difficult for you to see one another. But sometimes, the harassment can even get physical. Well, today, I've got a perfect example of what happens when Filipinas attack. You might be asking yourselves, why can't people just be happy for a couple in love? So before we look at today's story, let me explain why this kind of nasty behavior is so prevalent. As in other places, like Australia for instance, where they call it tall poppy syndrome, Filipinos tend to cut down the most successful individuals, whether their achievements are in business or in matters of the heart. They just can't stand the fact that someone else might be happier than they are. And when a Filipina has a relationship with a foreigner, the knives come out. They know she'll probably have a better life than before and achieve a level of status that they can only dream about. So they do whatever they can to level the playing field. And with that, let's meet Mercedes and a man I'm going to call Sven, a mixed couple who recently appeared on the Raffy Tulfo show, which is kind of like a cross between Dr. Phil and Jerry Springer. The couple says they're very much in love and plan to get married.
I love her very much. I'm gonna meet her parents now. Yeah, and I'm gonna ask for her hand.
How did you guys meet?
We meet on a dating app.
Okay, and how long you been together, sir?
Since February.
This year.
Yeah.
So how is it so far?
It's excellent.
But just a few days before this interview, Mercedes says she was attacked by a mob of 6 local women who have been making her life miserable.
Did she tell you the reason why they
Yeah,
gang
she
up
told
on
me the
her?
reason, and I heard a lot. I heard some before, and I heard a lot about later.
Isn't it because they're jealous? They're very jealous.
Yeah, they're jealous.
Raffy Tulfo suggests that the motivation was jealousy over their relationship, and his guests agree. That's the theme that will continue throughout the interview.
They call her names.
Yeah, when I have been talking with video call with her, she likes to have me on video call when she's out walking, and every time I hear them in the background shouting bad names, calling her monkey and all kinds of bad words. They're sitting like a mob in the streets and harassing her every time she goes. They call her a prostitute because she's with a white man.
That's a common slur used against a Filipina who's dating a foreigner, calling her a prostitute to suggest that she's just selling her sex to attract a high-value mate. They claim it's the easy way out, to just find a foreigner to solve your problems, but it's really a case of sour grapes. If Sven showed interest in any of them, they'd probably change their tune in about 5 seconds. Not only would they be flattered by his attention, but they'd try to lock him down as fast as possible, even though their friends would suddenly start harassing them instead. Childish and pointless, I know, but that's the way it is here.
Nagsimula na tinatawag akong monkey, bumalik ka sa pinanggalingan mo na taga-bundok.
Okay, she prefers to talk in Tagalog. Is it okay if you can talk in English so he can understand?
She can take it in Tagalog.
So how do you both communicate?
Yes or no?
Speaking in English. Yeah, because once you get married, so there's no other way to communicate with him but in English.
Now, this isn't a major part of the events of the video, but I just want to take a second to mention the problems that can exist when you don't speak each other's languages. Mercedes was probably just joking when she said they communicate with yeses and nos, but it's obvious they do have a barrier, and that could make it very difficult later on. What do you have in common with someone you can't really talk to? Well, except for that, of course, but even that gets old, so then what? Anyway, are you ready for a plot twist? You just can't make this stuff up. After they allegedly beat Mercedes, causing her to go to the hospital, she finds out that they are suing her for cyber libel for posting the video of the attack online, and also suing her for monetary damages for the trauma caused by their attack, because they say they couldn't work for 2 days.
After they
Na-trauma
beat her
sila.
up, now these girls, these marites as we call them, they're the ones who will be filing a case against your girlfriend
Yeah,
so that
we
they
were
can
at
collect
the-
damages money.
Yeah, and now they're filing action for trauma.
They want to get money from you because they know that your boyfriend has lots of dollars.
So if there's a way they can try to go after a foreigner's deep pockets, they will. But that lawsuit won't go anywhere thanks to the video she shot. Mercedes is planning to sue them for the assault. So Tulfo interviews a police officer to see what can be done. The officer says the mob of women can be charged with assault and also charged under the anti-bullying law. Then Mercedes alleges that the women also used her fiancé's picture to create a social media account to send fake texts to cause more trouble for the couple. See what I mean about hatching devious plots? Next, one of the accused women is interviewed, who claims she's done nothing wrong, that she was just coming home from church, and that Mercedes began filming her and her group of church-going friends. Mercedes claims she wasn't filming them, that she was video chatting with her fiancé at the time, and she got the call records to prove it.
Was she saying that Mercedes was standing filming them before this happened? This is not true, and I can show the video log. She was calling me. I was on video call with Mercedes.
So she was on video call
she
with
was on
you?
video
Yeah,
call with
video
me.
call
She
po
wasn't
sa
filming
kanya.
anybody. So this is a lie.
The accused woman claims they didn't attack Mercedes and calls her a liar, saying they never punched and kicked her, despite the fact that there's a video of the assault and a hospital report showing the bruises and lacerations. And this is a very common thing here that I've mentioned before. You could catch a bank robber on camera, full face, and the person would deny it till their dying day, swearing that what you saw just never happened. People just refuse to take responsibility for their actions. So Tulfo plays the videos of the attack for the woman and asks for an explanation. The accused woman just keeps saying they didn't touch Mercedes. So Rafi ends the call by saying the couple will see her in court.
Mr. Fleming, some netizens are asking so that these people will be more jealous if it's okay if you can give her a kiss.
She's a bit shy.
Can you give her a kiss?
Of course.
While these girls are watching. Go ahead. Sige, pagbigyan mo. Sige. Yon! Mamatay kayo sa inggit!
At the end of the video, Sven explains that he plans to bring Mercedes back to Norway.
No, we already
Norway.
filed for a tourist visa for her to come and visit me 3 months, and then we're gonna apply for permanent.
Naku po, mamamatay lang ako sa inggit itong grupong ito. Sabi, wow!
Now, obviously, I wish the happy couple all the best. But for those of you who don't know how I feel about this, let me explain why I don't think it's such a good idea. They've only known each other since February of this year, so they haven't spent a lot of one-on-one time together here in the Philippines. Sometimes it's fine to bring a Filipina back to the West, but there's something that could become a serious problem that I'm not sure Sven realizes. When a Filipina has limited English skills, or she's not fluent in the language of her host country, she's gonna suffer from massive culture shock. She's gonna feel like a fish out of water and start to get really homesick. What usually happens next is that because she feels isolated, she'll seek out groups of other Filipinos, either online or in person, and she might be heavily influenced by Filipinas that are already westernized. This does not end well. Filipinas who are single or divorced can start pumping her head full of bad ideas, like convincing her that she's not really happy and how she can profit from divorcing her husband. Now, I'm not saying that Mercedes is a bad person or a gold digger, but she's not very comfortable with English, and she probably doesn't know any Norwegian. So she's gonna have a harder time fitting into your culture. It's usually a good idea to live in the Philippines for a few years until you're pretty sure your marriage will stand the test of time. Just be careful, Sven. So in conclusion, I hope you guys can see the lengths some people will go to make life hell for a Filipina that's dating a foreigner. Not all the time, of course, but often enough to where you gotta watch out for people spreading rumors and lies to break you apart, just out of pure jealousy. But hopefully, your girlfriend won't get beaten on the street because of you. Well, that's it for today, folks, and I'll see you in just 3 short days with something new. Till then,
cute I always thought you were.
If you think about it, I'm kind of like your lifeguard, keeping you from drowning in a sea of doubt about life in the Philippines. I won't let you just dive right into the deep end without informing you about our culture and customs. And you can always count on me to take care of all the little details along the way. What is that in the pool? All right, everyone, out of the pool, out of the pool! Now we're gonna have to shut it down for weeks and get a hazmat crew in here, damn it! Oh my God, this is so disgusting. Which one of you subscribers did that?